much for this, please?
1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupiah.
Thank you.
No. Forgive me. No. That's not how it works. Sorry to butt in, but you don't ask him how much he wants. You just tell him how much you'll pay. She'll give you. She'll give you 200. Absolutely no more. Final offer.
1,000 rupees.
Pity. Walk away. Now walk away.
Oh, but
I know what I'm doing.
the thing is, I really wanted to buy that.
He'll come after us.
Do you think so?
Absolutely. This is how the game is played. Just keep on walking. He's playing it very cool, but he'll come. He's playing it very, very, cool.
850, 950, 1,000.
Thank you.
Sure. You'll get him next time.
So Judi, first, I mean, I've loved a lot of roles you've played, but how difficult was this to play this woman that's up in her age? I mean, obviously you're a young lady yourself. Like, how difficult was that, that role for you, just to...
I tell you how it was, and nobody's asked me the question there. I found it quite difficult, and I went to John on a couple of occasions to play somebody who actually looked rather like me, and I found that a bit constricting in a way, because that woman isn't me, but I had to somehow, although looking like me, I had to somehow make people believe that I could be another person, I know that's our job, but usually you have the help of looking different. You have wigs and you have things like that, and you can present this person as entirely, that people can forget that it's you. Right. But in this case, quite difficult for me to do that.
Well, one interesting thing I got about your character, and especially here in America where they've been debating the Buffett rule and tax and inheritance and everything else, is that your character is inheriting debt from her deceased husband.
Yes.
And I don't think a lot of people really realize that happens. How real was that part of the script and the story to illustrate?
I think that sometimes is very. I think people after somebody's death, especially if it's not expected, especially if it's quite sudden, can find that all sorts of things haven't been faced up to. And I mean, in my family, my mom didn't leave a will. And we searched everywhere for this and couldn't find it. It presents all sorts of problems. I suppose it behoves us all to prepare, much as we don't want to. And I certainly don't want to. Leave a lot of loose ends, I'm afraid. Right. I imagined that probably her husband was a gambler. I don't know. Yeah. I just thought perhaps he was always having a flutter on the horses, and that's how they got into such trouble, and it was something he just didn't care to pass on.
Right. I thought it was cool that she was a blogger, and I started looking online, and there's a lot of 50-plus bloggers, and has being, I guess, older changed. Everybody always talks about how the new younger generation has changed, but has being older changed now and today as opposed to? Yes,
I think it does. I think there are those opportunities now to write blogs and use laptops and things like that we never dreamt. I mean, I'm hopeless at it. But if I need help, I go to my grandson, who is 15, who is just coming up for 15. He knows immediately what to do. It's very nice to be able to refer to the young and say, I can't get... We've just changed from analog to digital, our televisions. Yeah. Well, it's hopeless for me. Hopeless. I don't know how to do it. But Sammy comes along and Sammy goes... And there it is. So I totally rely... I know I've got to learn it myself because he'll be off somewhere. Right. But nevertheless, the opportunities are extraordinary.
Now, I know you spoke on this on the first question, but everybody, of course, adores you as your role in M, and I know you have the new movie Skyfall coming up, but how different are these characters to play? I mean, M was a lot more confident and bold, but these characters don't seem like they're similar at all.
Well, I'm thrilled that you should say that. I'm absolutely thrilled because as M, I don't look unlike when I say that it sounds as if I want to hide behind something. I don't, but it's quite difficult. Somebody once said to me, my husband, is she as bossy at home as she is as M, and he said if she was as bossy, that should be down the road with a back to back. Do you know? So therefore, it isn't your. You know, you're immersed in trying to tell the story of another person,
Right.
and so you build up their backgrounds and your, you know, the whole background so that it's a different thing, and you tell the story as best you can.
Right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I always enjoy your movies, and
Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you